Well, greetings. Quick message. Pain is purification. Pain is purification. One of the things that my personal trainer used to say all the time is that when you feel that pain, that's just weakness leaving the body. She used to say that all the time, and I love that. When she was pushing me through a tough set and she saw me struggling, she would say, pain is weakness leaving the body. And I was reading a book, one of my favorite books this morning, and it was talking about how it's a book about healing, and it was talking about how oftentimes we're so quick to run away from the pain that we're not appreciating the value of that pain. And that when this, what we call pain, whether that's fever, aches, headaches, sweats, or any of those type of things, when it shows up, we usually fear it, so we run from it. And it's actually what our society calls illness or disease, when in actuality, those functions of the body, when it is experienced disease, is its way of purifying. And so I began to think about that, and I said, it's so true. The fever is there to purify, but we take fever medicine. The pain is there to show us that there may be something happening. We remove the pain, but then don't address the issue, because now the pain is gone. So we go on about our lives. Or even myself, guilty of, healing something on my own. But then once I'm healed and not experiencing that symptom that sparked me to do the healing work, now I'm back to the habits that created the ailment or disease. And then I began to think about how our lives, sometimes we experience what can be considered pain or discomfort, emotional discomfort, where we feel sad or angry or, anxious. And we pray so hard, or we do the work to get past it, or to get out of it, or for that situation to come to a close, or for us to manifest whatever that thing is that we feeling like we really need, that's bringing us anxiety. And then we go back to sloppy thinking. We go back to being lazy with our prayers, our meditations, and then we end up hitting that bump again of anxiety, panic, and all of those different things. And then we go back, we treat the practices of our divinity like a microwave or ATM. We practice our divinity, or we practice righteousness, or we practice um, healthy living temporarily, just to get the pleasure or get the relief. And then we go back to mistreating the body. We go back to sloppy thinking. We go back to not protecting our energy, you know? And so, and then we don't really like pain, and I'm not one here to say, hey, we should be living a life of struggle and that's it. And no, it's pleasurable to live a righteous life, because the fruit is way sweeter than the temporary pleasures, or the temporary gratification that we gain from things that are ultimately toxic for us. So the message that I would like to relay here is: appreciate discomfort. Appreciate the value in discomfort. Appreciate the value in pain. Because truly, if you allow it to be and settle your mind and not panic around it, or not start, you know, thinking the worst and all of these different type of things, and you acknowledge the truth about the reality of life, and that is, all is well, all is good, everything, the natural tendency of life is to reach towards wholeness, reach towards wellness, move towards wholeness, move towards wellness. So anything that's happening in your body, in your life, or anything, whether it's uncomfortable or it's painful, it is ultimately working for your good. And because of that reality and your trust in it, appreciate the value in everything in your life, including the pain and the discomfort. And as you appreciate that, and as you have deep gratitude for life in general, whether comfortable or not, then you will gain the lessons needed from that time of pain. You will gain the purification that's being called for during that time of discomfort. And that brings about a deeper level of gratitude for life, because you're not grateful just for the relief. You become grateful for the reality of God, the reality of life, the reality of life force energy, and that's a deeper level of gratitude, because then even in your pain, you can be grateful. You can be grateful in your pleasure. You can be grateful in your pain. I pray this word was inspiring in some way, shape, or form, and at the very least, thought provoking for you. Huh? Peace.